Lois Lane issue 9 heads to Gotham, where Rene reminds Lois she told Superman not to worry about her current situation. Rene hopes with all that in mind, she wants the reporter to tell her why she wants her to go run an errand to Gotham when Lois should be keeping her close in case the kiss returns. Lois knows that she'll have fun as Rene reaches the roof of the GCPD, activating the bat signal. It's not long until Batman arrives, and without uttering a word, Rene gives him a note from Lois, who wants Batman to dig into the kiss of death and who they are. Batman takes off, saying that it will be done in 1 hour. At the Chicago airport, Sister Clarice wakes Jessica, who didn't think the nun would make it. Clarice says that she wasn't going to abandon her, and the hospital of course believed that she had been knocked out by Jessica, but because of it, they now think Jessica assaulted a nun and stole her clothes. But they also think that she is on her way into Europe now, not in America. Jessica soon stops off at a shop window, beginning to remember who she is, or who she isn't. Back in Gotham, Batman returns to Rene, telling her that Lois already has someone running her errands, 2 if she counts Rene. After a moment, Batman hands over the file, and Rene looks over it, finding Molly does indeed call herself the Kiss of Death. Batman says that there is an occult aspect to her MO, and it's out of his expertise, which may account for her lack of face. Rene knows that Batman wants to make a joke regarding her own lack of face at the moment, and Batman doesn't deny it. Rene thinks that he should, since it would make him feel good, but Batman doesn't think it will, telling Rene to let Lois know that if he's right about the occult angle, then Superman won't be a reliable help. Rene knows that won't be an issue, since her and Lois are going to handle this themselves, which kind of shocks and impresses Batman as he takes off. Lois meanwhile meets with Miss Antigua from the Department of Homeland Security, who refuses to give the Star reporter any comments. Lois says that that's not the right reply, especially when Miss Antigua doesn't know what the question is yet. Antigua continues to ask if they are off the record yet, but Lois can't answer that, or if this is for a story. She wants to know what Lois wants, so Lois talks to her about the assassin sent to murder her, an assassin who indirectly used Miss Antigua to gain access to her by reporting her friend Alejandra as an illegal resident, having her and her family picked up by immigration. Lois wants Miss Antigua to help her find her. Later at an ICE facility that is undergoing a protest, Rene meets with Lois, telling her about the file on the Kiss of Death and how Batman doesn't seem very happy about them handling this themselves. Lois knows he's never happy about anything, but Rene knows he's happy when he's beating criminals, something which she's seen close up. As they watch the protests, Lois says technically Superman is undocumented, as is Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, and many other on a long list of heroes, and Rene says that they get a pass since they are heroes. However, Lois says that that's not why they get a pass, with both knowing the real reason why. Heading into the ICE facility, Lois and Rene meet with Alejandra, who is shocked to see Lois is there. The guard tells him that there is to be no physical contact as they are sat at a table. Lois says that this is her fault since the person who reported Alejandra and her family did it to get to her. Lois hopes she knows where her family is and learns that Alejandra's husband is with her in that facility, but her kids were taken and she doesn't know where they have been taken to. Lois comforts the grieving woman, but the guard tries to stop them, forcing them to leave. Lois is angered, letting out a torrent of expletives as Rene tries to calm her down. Surprised Lois even knows those words. The angered Lois reminds her that she is a reporter, so of course she knows those words, telling Rene that this is on her, since the Kiss of Death came for her and Alejandra and her family were collateral. Rene knows this, wondering just how long she has been responsible for other people's actions. After a moment, Lois realizes she's starting to sound like her husband as she tells Rene that she has some ideas on where to go, so she will start chasing down her leads, but Rene needs to get back to Chicago. Rene tells her to slow her roll since there is an assassin gunning for her, and with the absence of super backup, she really doesn't want to leave her alone. Lois says that that's why Rene is going back to Chicago. Elsewhere at a hair salon, Jessica gets her hair cut to how she remembers it being, with the hairdresser commenting on how authoritative and commanding it is. She asks Jessica what line of work she was in, but she doesn't fully remember, but she thinks she used to play chess. At the Drake Hotel, Rene begins redecorating Lois's room, having all the furniture moved out, much to Mr. Slayton's chagrin. Rene says the hotel did want to make things up to Miss Lane, and Slayton agrees, hoping that she will be happy with the new arrangements. With all the furniture cleared out, Rene gets to work, etching something into the floorboards as a knock is heard at the door. After the people outside give the password, Rene lets in Sister Clarice and Jessica. Clarice introduces Jessica to Rene, who is happy she is there since hopefully she can help them with their assassin. Jessica is unsure if she is the best person for this, but Rene reassures her that Lois thinks she is, since she knows that she is Jessica Midnight, the Black Queen's Bishop of Checkmate. Or at least she was. On top of all that, she's a damn good field operative, and the most important thing of all, she's a witch, a skill set which Rene looks to use to catch the killer. Lois Lane issue 9 was the beginning of the end of the book, as Lois and Rene's plan to catch the assassin is laid out. I really enjoyed Jessica and Clarice's story throughout this whole series so far, which has seemingly not really been all that connected to Lois, but it ends up being connected here with the reporter being kind of 2 steps ahead of everyone and getting all her pieces moved across the board before anyone has any idea that they're actually playing a game, even going so far as to catch Batman kind of slightly off guard this issue. Lois also tackling ICE and immigration was really fantastic and shines a light on how corrupt or easily corruptible these organizations are, as well as why certain heroes who are technically immigrants get a pass. It's all fantastic stuff draped in comic book goodness. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10.